I'm Jeff Davis from Cunningham, Kentucky, and in 1976, my brother, being older, which he doesn't like to remember, was already in business. He had 3 sows and 20-something pigs. So I graduated high school and went to make a business deal with him, said, would you be interested in letting me buy in half with you? He agreed. So that's when we actually picked up and formed Davis Brothers Farms. That's 45 years ago. And we grow wheat, soybeans, and corn, and about 60% of ours is HEL ground, 25% probably is river bottom, and the remainder being creek bottoms. A lot of people ask what you do, and I say I'm a farmer, but really I'm a risk manager. I find that the products and the services that we have now that they didn't have 50 years ago makes all the difference in the world. And I'm extremely grateful to a U.S. and a government that actually supports that. I think that we would have probably been customers in the early 80s. My personal experience has been very positive, and operations been very positive. I actually was fortunate enough to serve on the board for 15 years. And when I say fortunate, it really taught me a lot about finance. It got me off the farm and it enabled me to really see a lot of lending that I would have never been able to. So I think that was very beneficial to me personally, which related to the operation. Operationally, it has been a partner, and it has been a good partner for financing and other services. So it's been very positive. River Valley's always been a supporter of agriculture in every way. Whether it be in adult agriculture or FFA. I've seen them not only investing time, but I've seen their staff spending time with young farmers as well as adult farmers. So I think they've been very paramount as far as giving service to the ag community. I think one of the largest struggles we've had on the farm for the last 45 years is being able to attract the kind of people it takes to run an organization like ours, and being able to give the benefits to be the kind of place that somebody would want to come and stay for a long time. I give these 2 things to every young farmer that I ever talk to. One is you become a better farmer off the farm instead of on the farm. I tell them almost anybody can learn how to grow a crop. You have the kind of service and support that if you're willing to work, you can learn that. But you don't learn how to manage a culture. What about return on equity? What about your debt ratio? You know, that's the kind of things that you need to learn off the farm. The other is, don't put everything back in the farm. Be diversified. Don't keep your investments in one thing. That's sound advice for every industry, and it's sound advice for young farmers. April 2nd, 04, I had a farm accident that nearly took my life. And they rushed me to the hospital. I had ammonia anhydrous, which we use for nitrogen for corn. And I had a bad burn, inhaled a lot of it. And there's a young lady come over and say, Jeff, I'm gonna put something in your arm. It's gonna sting a little bit. About 20 or 30 seconds, you're gonna feel a little dizzy, but we're just gonna put you to sleep. So I had 30 seconds to think, this is my end. And there's 2 things that I thought of. I thought about my faith, that I am going to meet God. And I thought about my family. That's the only 2 things I thought about. I didn't think about farming. So my legacy, I hope, is in my faith and my family, not in my farming.